Hello and welcome to the last lesson of week 10, solving radical equations. So I can solve equations where x is the radicand. So solving radical equations, one of the important things you must know is that the expression under a radical must be non-negative. Because of that, you're going to always have to check for extraneous solutions. What are those? Those are solutions that you get accurately. It's an answer, but when you plug it back in, it does not satisfy the original equation. So you have to do that with these. So let's do a couple examples. The first thing I want to do is I want to add 3 to both sides. When I do that, I get 5 radical x equals 35, 32 plus 3. I want to get rid of the 5 now. Divide by 5, I get the square root of x equals 7. Now that I have the square root of x by itself, I can square both sides. Why do I want to do that? If I square a radical, it gets rid of the radical. So squared both sides, and I get x equals 49. 7 squared is 49. You have to check. So I'm going to put 49 back in for x. Square root of 49 is 7. 5 times 7 minus 3, does that equal 32? So 5 times 7 is 35. 35 minus 3 is 32. This was a solution. So my solution to this problem is 49. It's not an extraneous solution. How about this one? Subtract 6, you get square root of 2x equals negative 2. The radical expression is by itself. There's nothing else that I can add or subtract to the other side or divide or multiply. Some people think divide by 2. You can't do that. It's under the radical. It's locked in there. At this point, you can square both sides. Okay, and I'll come back to this. When you square both sides, the radical cancels, and I'm left with 2x equals 4 and x equals 2. And here's why we check it. If I put 2 back in for x, 2 times 2 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 and 4 are not equal. So what happened? What went wrong? If I look back up here, well, first of all, my conclusion is x cannot equal 2, because when I put 2 in, it didn't work, which means there's no solution here. Why is there no solution? I said I was going to come back to this. Right there, what just popped up is red. So I'll try that again. What pops up is red. This radical cannot equal a negative number at the end. So there was nothing else that I could move to the other side, and it was equal to a negative. When that happens, you have no solution. Okay, that's why it's important to check for extraneous solutions. One more example. Well, this time we have a radical on both sides. Good news is I can just square both sides, and it becomes a pretty simple problem. You just basically get rid of the radicals. Subtract n from both sides, you get 2n minus 2 equals 6. Add 2, divide by 2, you get n equals 4. Plug it back in, you still need to do that. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. The square root of 10 is equal to the square root of 10. Therefore, 4 is a solution. All right. And that concludes our lesson on solving radical equations.